Hey y'all, legquarter here. I'm in Georgia, I'm about to take off. I want to give you a little overview of a morning for me. I get up and check out my truck and make sure everything's in order. Got a truck wash and engine wash and everything, so everything's pretty much sparkly clean. Making sure everything's good. That's from the driver's side. Then we got the passenger side. There's the passenger side of the engine. There we go. And in case y'all can't see, I'll do another video showing it in the daytime. Basically, you check your vitals, like your fluids, oil, transmission fluid, wiper fluid, all that. You make sure it's good to go as far as full and empty. You check your tires, make sure there's no punctures. They're not flat, because DOT has a new regulation. Any kind of abrasion on the side, like a slight of a nail or anything on the tire, out of service. Even if it doesn't puncture the tire itself, it's considered out of service now. So you gotta keep that in mind. I've checked all my tires, they're all good. The tire pressure gauge, I keep mine at 110 all around. And tire pressure gauge basically is just a gauge that's tire pressure. So I'll remember about that. All right, here we go. This is my tire pressure gauge. And bear with me, got a little mess in my drawer here. I originally had a different video planned, but I decided to go crazy and do something a little different. And this is why I get to do something different I wasn't prepared for. I gotta get my stuff together here. There we go. Tread depth gauge. Now how you use this is you put the tread depth. So this would be the tread depth gauge. And this is the needle part, you can see. And this part goes into the tread, like so. And you measure millimeters. Okay, so you can see that right there. So I am 22, 30 seconds on my tread, on my drives. So I'm legal. So that's how I check the tread depth. And just do it like that. And then tire pressure gauge, which is this thing. You put it on your tire seal or your bead, and you just let it come out. Mine's at about 105 all the way around. I've already checked them. So what you want to do, you need to do an overall look at the truck and make sure nothing's like out of ordinary, like damage or anything like that. I'm loaded, so I have a seal on my trailer. And I also have a lock. I put a lock on mine just for extra protection. One other thing I like to do is to go under my truck and my trailer, where the fifth wheel is, and I look. I look and see. And make sure I can see my fifth wheel and the lock. Make sure that's locked and secure. Alright. So we know our trailer is locked and secure. Look in the side of the trailer. And the wheels. Make sure they're okay. Make sure the back of the trailer is okay. Make sure everything's alright there. Alright, lock is secure. Obviously there's some things I have to keep private. But yeah, do a little walk around and check the lights. On my marker lights, make sure it works. It's on. So you want to make sure your headlights, your marker lights, your four ways, and your turn signals, right and left respectively, all work. I've done that. So yeah, we are about to embark on a journey. And yeah, we're gonna get started. Alright, drivers, legquarter here. I'm about to start my day. I'm gonna go over what I do to start. I've done a pre-trip outside. I went over that. Now I'm inside my truck, just making sure that everything's in order where I can drive, where nothing's gonna be in my way on my feet or anything. I have mats on the floor, and I have my shoes on the floor. There's nothing really else on the floor in my truck. So that's not really an issue for me. One thing I didn't do, which I should do, is get rid of the trash in here, but I'll just go to the major truck stop and do that. I'm at a little mom and pop, and I just kind of want to get out of here. I'm going to be going to Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania, which is significant because well, it's born there. Anyway, I'm about to start the truck, so you're gonna hear beeping, or air is gonna come up, air pressure, and then after that we will be rolling. So stand by, we're gonna turn it over. And I did what we call a safe start, where I made sure I was in neutral with my manual transmission, and then I also made sure that my clutch was all the way to the floor, so the clutch brake is engaged, like I was talking about in my manual video. Because the transmission moves, so when you start it up, it'll want to go in gear and move. So you have the clutch brake, which stops that from moving, so you can turn it over. Now, when I release the clutch, the gears will be moving. So if I were to put it in gear and slam it, it'll go into gear or stall. And I have the parking brake on, so I won't be able to go anywhere. So it'll go against the brake and it'll stall out. It's either that or it breaks the brake. Generally speaking, the brake doesn't give out that easily. It has a little bit of play, but not much. And what I mean by play is you can move maybe a foot, maybe at the most, maybe even less, and then it just says no. Now that the beeping's gone off, we have air in our air reservoirs. So what I mean by that is the air gauges here, they're over the 90 psi. When they get below 60, the warning light comes on, and then the brakes will they'll pop. I'm gonna fan my brakes with service brick, and you'll hear it pop. So stand by real quick. I'll let you in the truck off so you can hear it. Okay. You hear that pop? That's the trailer brake supply releasing. When you get under 50 psi, around 30, it automatically releases that brake. That's an automatic safety feature. Low air, brake comes on. Now I gotta build the air back up. But now we know when you push the brakes, it's working properly. Now this time when it gets built up, we're gonna take off on the road. Put the seatbelt on. And it beeps because it has a brake air warning. Brake air warning means low air. Brake, just solid brake, it means the brake is pulled so you cannot move. Alright? That's leg quarter's back. Had to take a moment there and adjust some things. Get myself a drink and all that. So the air's built up. So now we're gonna hit the trailer, the trailer release, which will put the air into the trailer, which will release the brakes. As in, instead of pulling it to collect the brake air to make it so it will grab the brakes, we're releasing it, so we're hitting the release so that it lets the brakes go. Same with the tractor, we're doing that too. Alright, both of them are pushed in. Foot's on the brake, because now I'll roll backwards. There's a truck behind me. I'm in a manual, so I don't have the hill assist like you would in the automatic. So if I let go, I'll roll backwards. So I don't want to do that. So to be safe, what I'm going to do is start in second. I'm only about 20,000 pounds. In fact, my weight is 56,120 pounds. So I'm just a little over 20,000. On my weight for the trailer that's in the trailer. So that's all I'm carrying. I'm carrying a bunch of shirts and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But anyway, we are about to roll, and I'm gonna put us in second gear. So here we go. All right, no brakes on, and here we go. To take off from the parking lot nice and slow, so I can see everyone, they can see me. Very low chance of confusion, accidents, and all that. It's always a chance, unfortunately, but at the very least, if you're moving slow, no one can say you were reckless. And one thing I like about truck stops is 90% have cameras, so if there's ever a claim, there's not likely to be a camera that's going to be documenting what really happened. So if you want to be a liar, beware, you're most likely on camera. But at any rate, we're going to go to Georgia Highway 121 and head toward the interstate and get up 77 and go up toward Pennsylvania. So we'll ride me for a little bit while I go through the gears, and then we'll catch up later. It's alright. Come to a stop. Now I'm still in second gear. I like to start slow just to make sure everything's good. Got a little dip here. When I'm turning, I make as much space as I want to have. I take the whole road, no one's coming especially. Now we're in third gear. No clutches, just flooding.